Yo, what is going on, my fellows? It's your boy DyeItTight here, bringing you guys our PCL Season 1 Week 2 battle, and we're going against Odds Are, the man who made all these graphics, so shout out to him. So, his draft is consisting of the Tornadus T, Z Circuitry, Arcanine, Nidoking, Comfy, all the Gourgeist, Protean Greninja, Reuniclus, Dragonite, Z Zoroark, and Mega Aggron. Now, Odds just handed Shayquaza 546273 an L. So, you know what we have to do? We have to show that we're better than Shay by winning this battle. So, the team I've brought, I've put a lot of time into it. Shout out to Melantosh for helping me out. But we have my favorite, Kyurem Black, Ice Beam, Earth Power, Roost, and Substitute. Pretty much, I need to, let me explain I cannot say this goddamn name, Arachnorid, and so this is just a Spadaf Wall Greninja set. I have Liquidation, Leaf Life, Toxic, and Sticky Web. The whole point is to set up Sticky Web, so this will be a Sticky Web team. So, with that said, this will outspeed Greninja with a -1 Greninja. This is enough special attack to kill Aggron with Earth Power into Z Earth Power. And yeah, the rest is just to live some hits. Next we have Good Boy or Lycan Rock Dusk with Excel Rock, Drill Run, Swords Dance, and Stealth Rock. Next we have Zapdos or Zapdos, a little bit more offensive with Thunderbolt, HP Ice, Defog, and Roost. With Yachi Berry, and he was holding the Hardstone just so he could hit Excel Rock a little bit harder. I just needed a little bit more damage, but I didn't want to take any Life Orb hits. So yeah, Yachi Berry, Zapdos, just in case he brings Ice Beam on Grun. Then we have the Magic Conkeldurr with Drain Punch, Knockoff. Oh, is that a... Let me skip that ad. I was confused. So pretty much I live, I think an extra sensory from Gren, and I have enough to kill, I have enough to kill Gren with a knock, and kill Torn with an Ice Punch and a Mach. Next we have Bella, our Sylveon with Hyper Voice, Heal Belt, Wish, and Protect. This thing just is a, let me check, because I wrote it down. Oh yeah, well obviously this thing's just his physical check for his Dragonite. And then pretty simple, Wish, Protect, Heal Well. And then I explained Spiders. So let me try this out. Is this still recording? Okay. Why is it not, if I hit, okay, so we're getting into the battle. So let's get this thing started. So I look at his team. Let me pause. He has Aggron, Torn, Gren, Reuniclus, Comfey, and Dragonite. I did not really expect the Comfey. Yeah, so I'm like, all right. So my best lead is Kyurem. Kyurem really scares his entire team. I can live one Dragon... I think I can live an Outrage from... I think I live an Outrage from Dragonite. So yeah, my best lead is Kyurem. So that's what I go ahead and do. I lead my favorite. Wait. Okay, that was the music. I was like, wait, is this playing? Okay. So he leads off with the Aggron. I'm like, okay, we just get a nice and easy Earth Power. Or no, I was like, oh, we get a nice and easy sub because he's going to set up rocks or he's going to expect the Earth Power because that's just a regular thing that people expect. So he Mega Evolves. I'm like, all right, he's staying in. He's probably going to set up rocks. So I'm like, all right, let me set up a nice sub. As he's like, you know what? I'm going to be straight up with you. I'm going to Heavy Slam. I'm like, all right, Chief, we're doing this. So I'm like, let me see what kind of set you are. Let me drop a drop you a quick Earth Power because I know you can't kill me. And I'm like, wow, that's a lot of damage. I can definitely kill with a Z Earth Power. But you know what? I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna leave the, or yeah, Z Earth Power. So I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna leave this low. Let me get a nice Roost. He's probably gonna set up his rocks. So that's perfect for Kyurem. I am successfully 1v1ing this thing. Kyurem is killing it like a villain. And he goes for a Heavy Slam. I'm like, oh, all right. If I would have Earth Powered, he wouldn't have been able to get up rocks, but that's alright, I guess. So I go for an Earth Power. And do I get the roll? I do not. I don't know if it was a roll, but yeah, I get the Spinef drop, not that it really mattered. And he goes for his Stealth Rock. I'm like, alright. So, maybe he'll go into something else. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to toss off a nice and powerful Ice Beam. Nice Icky Biome. And I'm going to put Aggron down. Kyurem picking up the first kill of this game. Some nice big black Kyurem. So now he goes out into his Greninja, and I'm like, alright. Does this thing really beat me? And I'm like, alright, let me just go out into Conk. Conk walls this thing. Let me see what I'm dealing with. And he reveals the low kick, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. And what's even better than revealing a low kick? He gets a crit. Fun. I love Pokemon. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to toss off a Ice Punch because he's going into Torn. As he goes into Torn. And now this is when the crit comes into play. So let me, I hit that, bop, that thing's almost dead. So now I'm like, oh, it makes it black when I pause. Okay, sorry about that. So now I'm like, all right, he should know I have Mach Punch. Mach Punch easily kills this thing. I am in Hurricane range. It's like a roll in his favor to kill with Hurricane range. With Hurricane, he doesn't kill me with Air Slash. So he should switch out into Reuniclus right here on my Mach Punch. He goes for the Psychic. I'm like, wow, I lived that. That's not stab. As I went for a knockoff, I get to claim my kill. I'm like, all right, sweet. I'm like, what is his switch in? He goes into Comfy. I'm like, all right, yeah, this is the switch. And I'm like, oh, wow, I'm going to lose the Combine Comfy right here. He's going to get his Leech Seed up, and I'm going to lose. So I go into Zapdos. I'm like, you know what, fuck these rocks. I don't want him to have hazards on my side of the field. Under pressure. Pressure down on me. As he goes for a Draining Kiss, I'm like, I love kisses because that did nothing. So I'm like, oh, let me toss off a nice Defog. I can 1v1 this thing if I really wanted to. But let me just see what kind of moves he's going for. He does, in fact, go for a Leech Seed. I'm like, all right, let me just get some health back. So now, again, oh, he goes for a Draining Kiss. I'm like, wow, Zapdos is doing the most, taking some hits, getting fapped on, because he's the Zapdos. So now I go ahead and roost all the way up. No. So now, I go ahead and switch out into Iraq. Yeah, go ahead and switch it into Iraq. As he goes ahead and kisses me, and I'm like, do I want webs? I'm like, I think I want webs. So, you know what? Let me get some webs. Oh, wait. He goes for Leech Seed, and he misses. And I toss off a Toxic. Whoops. Yeah, I go ahead and throw off a Toxic just to make sure that this thing cannot completely 1v1 me. Making sure that this thing is definitely on a timer. He could have Aromatherapy, but that would be Leech Seed, Draining Kiss, Aromatherapy Defog, Aromatherapy Synthesis, which would mean that he doesn't have great ways of having reliable recovery, as I can just switch around. So I toss off a nice Liquidation. Not even thinking of setting up a sticky web for some godforsaken reason. As I'm like, alright, this is when he'll reveal if he has Synthesis. So I'm like, he goes into Reuniclus. I'm like, okay, this is the switch in. And this is when I set up Sticky Web. So now I'm like, okay, Reuniclus is whatever. I'm a bug type. And I go ahead for Leech Life, not realizing that Liquidation does do more because of Water Bubble. I'm not even looking at the calc because I'm like, alright, I'm a bug type. And I'm like, wait. He's about to do it to me. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm going to lose. So, immediately I'm like, okay, he's going to set up another Combine. I'm going Conk. This thing cannot have leftovers. I refused to let this thing regain health passively. He's going to need to click Recover and waste a turn. He goes for Combine. I'm like, sweet. Okay, a knockoff's coming in big. A knockoff's coming in hot. Maybe I can get a crit. Do some crazy damage. And And as you see, I'm going to go ahead and throw off that nice and knock. As you can see, Conk Elder cannot be stopped. And boom. I do a nice 40% as he goes for Psychic, and Conk does go down, unfortunately. It would have been bad if he clicked Recover there, because he could have just Recover spam my knockoff. But that wasn't awful, because I would have just been wasting recovers on him. So now I go into Bubble Buddy. I'm like, can I kill with Leech Life? Maybe if I get it like a crit? Nope. Not at all. I realized that if I was clicking Liquidation this entire time, Theory Mining, I would have been able to stop this, but I'm like, God damn it. So now, I'm just still clicking Leech Life, like, maybe I'll get a crit. And I think on this turn, I actually, nope. Nothing, you just Recover spamming me. Is there any way to speed this up? I cannot speed this up. So, I go for another Leech Life. And I'm like, oh, that was nice. A crit. And he's like, you know what? I'll just Recover that off. You got a crit. Congratulations. And I'm like, holy shit. How much PFU does Recover have? I missed the good old days when it was never 5, but I just missed the good old days. So now I'm like, oh, Liquidation does more. I'm glad I'm good at Pokemon. As I start going for Liquidation, because I'm like, if I get a defense drop, this thing has to switch out. And then I get a free kill on something. As he tells the D-Knight in the back, I'm really scared about that, but I'm like, let me toss off a Liquidation. I'm scared the D-Knight's going to come in at any time, because it does get a free setup. As he goes for a Psychic, and I'm like, holy cow. He's like, what is he, +3 at this point? +2? And I'm like, wow, 50%, solid. Now my leftovers can help me from this, but now I toss off a Liquidation. I'm like, if I can get a defense drop, this would be great, because then I can Leech Life spam him, and that would be great. Now he ends up going for the Recover on my Liquidation defense drop. I'm like, okay, let's see how big this man's cojones are. I'm gonna go for a nice Leech Life and do some crazy damage. As he actually does switch out and go into the Comfey, I'm like, all right, that makes sense. Nice resisted hit, but the Toxic is catching up. And I'm like, okay, this man is definitely gonna go for a defog. He needs to set off a defog to get these webs off. With Greninja in the back, he can't be messing around with this. So I'm like, all right, let me switch out. As soon as I get my leftovers recovery, I'm like, all right, fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. My Liquidation could have probably killed from here with Toxic, but I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna risk this. I'm gonna go into the goodest of all boys, the Lycanroc Dusk. As he does go for a defog, I'm like, he's going to go for a Leech Seed here, or maybe a Draining Kiss. So I'm going to set up a nice SD in this man's face. I want this Comfey gone. Comfey gone. I don't want anything to do with this. And I'm like, nice and SD, as he does, in fact, get the Leech Seed up on me. And I am confused how Triage works, because I thought Leech Seed counts as recovery, but I guess not. And I'm like, you know what? That SD was so nice. I think I want another one. I don't know about you guys, but it looked nice to me. I got to make sure I kill Dragonite outside of multi-scale. I want game right here. Reuniclus dies to another SD, and he does go for Draining Kiss. I'm like, this looks as good time as ever. +4 is the way to go. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I mean, I'm taking a lot of health, but Leech Seed does not work on turns mons are killed. So unless he has Protect, Leech Seed stops as soon as this thing is in. So I'm like, all right, he's going to get one more Draining Kiss off. He gives me a nice smooch, and I'm like, all right, remember when you had that nice and Comfey? Well, Yeet Skeet Water Gun. I'm going to go for Excel Rock and pick up the kill. And now at this point, I do make a mistake. I don't even want to classify it as a mistake. But he goes into Greninja. I'm going to pause this right here. And I'm like, okay, he goes into Greninja. What is Greninja's signature move? Water Shuriken. He should always click Water Shuriken here if he has it. So I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to get the fuck out of here and go into, what do I go into? Bubble Buddy here? No, I go into Sylveon. As he goes for Ice Beam, which if I clicked Excel Rock, I won the game. And I'm beating up on myself. I'm like, God damn it. And to make matters worse, he gets the freeze. And I'm like, you're joking. I mean, I just don't. I'm stunned. So I'm like, okay, Bella, we need to thaw you out. But I need to switch you out first because I can't let you be taking all this damage. So I go into Bubble Buddy. As he goes for a Hydro Pump, he goes back into a Water type. He clicks that nice Hydro Pump. And Bubble Buddy goes, thank you for watering my bowl today. That was pretty nice of you. And so now I'm like, let me switch out because he should go into Dragonite here. As he decides to switch hard into Reuniclus on Arachnorid. This spider is my check to. I switch into Bella on the Dragonite, but this Arachnorid is, I cannot say that. This spider is my check to Reuniclus. Why would he double into Reuniclus? If I tossed off a Liquidation, there was a chance I was killing with 2, I think, if I recall correctly. So he goes ahead and gets a nice Calm Mind. As I go ahead and get some nice leftovers, I'm like, alright, time to play the Liquidation game. I didn't kill with 2 Liquidations, but I would have wasted some more recovers. But I'm like, nice Liquidation. He goes for a Calm Mind. I'm like, alright, get a crit right here. Get a defense drop. I just want, after getting crit by Salk last week, I'm like, I would love to get a little bit of hacks. Not saying I deserve it, but just saying it would be nice. As I go ahead and click Liquidation, he goes for the Recover, and I'm like, nice. Fun. I love playing this game. You start to learn by the end of this game that I hate Reuniclus. I think I drafted it. I think I wanted to draft it in the league just because after this battle, I was like, I hate playing against this thing. I don't want to ever play against it. I go for Liquidation. I get my second defense drop as he goes for Psychic, and I'm like, okay, this man has to switch out. But on the other hand, I also need recovery. So let me go ahead and I think I clicked Leech Life here as he goes Dragonite, and I'm like, alright, fun. I go for a nice Leech Life. I'm like, okay, he's gonna click Dragon Dance here. Should I Toxic him? What do? Do I put him on timer? And then I'm like, alright, he doesn't. I think he has plenty of turns to sweep if he has Roost. So I'm like, alright, let's go into Zapdos. Zapdos is looking really useless. As he goes ahead and sets up a Dragon Dance, I'm like, wait, there's a chance I'll have a Dragon Claw at +1. I'm like, this is easy. I don't have Outrage, and we're fine. It's a roll, and he clicks Outrage, and I'm like, that's a weird move to click because you clicking out crit didn't matter, but you clicking Outrage means I get to switch into my Sylveon. Yes, it is frozen, but that gives me a turn to try to thaw out. He goes for Outrage, and I didn't see him get confused, which was weird. But I'm frozen solid. I'm like, oh my god, I can't deal with this. This is bullshit. I'm like, I'm gonna lose right here. He's gonna go for like Iron Head as he gets confused, and he hits himself as he was going for Iron Tail. I thaw out. I click Hyper Voice, and Bella claims the kill. I'm like, holy shit, Bella. I didn't think you had that in you. And I'm like, alright, what's his switch in? He goes into Reuniclus, and I calc it. All I need is to not get a min roll. I think that there's like 3 rolls that I can't get. I click Hyper Voice, and I kill this thing easily. Except he lives on like 4. And I'm like, are you serious? I just want this thing dead. I ignore Coral. It's 2 versus 4. I'm actually messaging Mega Oshawott during this time because we were gonna have a battle, and I'm like, okay, this battle should be over quickly. It's 2 to 4, and I'm like, wait, he has Reuniclus out. Maybe it'll take an hour. So as you guys are watching, there's no need to commentate this because I'm just fishing for Liquidation at this point. He's gonna try to get to plus. Wait, okay. He's gonna try to get to +6 as I'm just gonna try to stop him. It's pretty much a race against hacks He does keep on going for Combine. So, sorry about that. I was just pretty much being distracted by anything but this game, because this game is not exciting anymore. It just turns into a gross part of the game, which I personally am not a big fan of. This is no discredit to odds. This is the only way odds can win. But this is just the stuff that gets super boring that I would rather do on Showdown, where you can just click a move, not on Wi-Fi. But so I'm like, all right, this is fun. I love Reuniclus versus Spider. Hopefully I can win this before I run out of liquidations. I think I have about 5 or 6 left at this point. As I'm just like, okay, if he stalls me out of liquidations and it just comes down to leech lives, I don't know if I can beat him 1v1. My only hope is to just slowly rack up damage against him, I guess. At this point, I have Kyurem, Lycanroc, and Sylveon in the back, and I'm like, alright, this is looking rather unfortunate for me, because it just looks like I'm gonna lose and go 0-2 first week from getting hacks, and second week from lack of getting hacks. So he's just going to keep on recover spamming, and I'm like, alright, I have like 6 left, or not 6, I had 6, I think I have like 2 or 3 left at this point, and I'm like, alright, it's like a 20, yeah, it's a 20% chance, so I'm eventually going to get it, hopefully. Think that's my 4th to last one. I'm like, oh my god, this is awful. This is asinine. And if I get the defense drop, I need to get a defense drop soon. He's switching to Greninja. I kill with Leech Life. And then he can set up Calm Minds, because I can't do enough damage, and he can recover spam me. So I'm like, holy shit, this dude's going to get to +6. I do live 1 +6, so if he's calcing wrong and thinks that I die to +6, I can possibly get lucky. And I'm like, alright, tossing off liquidations. This is not fun. And that was my last liquidation, and I get the defense drop, and I'm like, oh my god, praise Jesus. And I'm like, alright, time to just click Leech Life, because there's no other move to click. So as you look, that's some clean shit. I like that damage. As he goes for Psychic, and I'm like, yeet. That's some yummy damage you did there. So now I'm like, alright, let me Leech Life the mess out of you, as you need just to bring in Greninja. If he went to Greninja at some point, though, that would have been probably my downfall. I get the crit at the end, by the way, because he could have come in, and I didn't have any liquidations left to beat him, so he could have probably switched out, but then, yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know how I would have played that. But so he goes into Greninja, as he gets to click a nice Dark Pulse, and I'm like, don't flinch me. That's the last thing I need right now. Just, he turns into a Dark type. I'm like, you know what? I put this thing down. I click Leech Life. Your Middletown Mantines pick up their first Wi-Fi battle win. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, slap that like button and make sure to subscribe. Go ahead and check out odds, and go ahead and check out our Discord while you're at it. Make sure to leave down below what I could have done better, what sets I should have improved on. And yeah, we will see you guys in week 3. Peace.